Good morning, guys. Welcome again to another episode of Deez Recovery Journey, episode 4. And as you have been watching, what I'm trying to do is to demystify what's out there about alcoholism, something that I was stuck in for about 10 plus years. And by God's grace, I have been delivered, and I am now what they call a recovering alcoholic. It's 5 a.m. in the morning, and I always wake up to do my devotion. Something that was a pillar and helped me through my addiction phases, that I knew God. And I used to pray a lot, though the pattern was not consistent because there are days I'd be unwell, I'd be too hungover to pray, I'd be too sick, but I still had hope. And that's the same hope I'm trying to extend out there to anybody who is going through anything. Now, growing up, there were particular things that were removed, or particular things that I feel I need to talk about that added up to this getting involved in this addiction. And some of the things were like in my youthful years, we had a church service that really kept the youth in check, and that was removed. I think that was a wrong move by the church, by the way, because many of us then went into the world. And another thing is that through my upbringing, I was very caged. My folks used to really keep us in. And I was looking forward to the opportunity to go out there and have fun. And this happened now after high school. I mean, I became wild. And I went to St. Mary's, which I did not finish from. But I remember instances in St. Mary's when I'd play rugby, and it's the time we won a tournament. And after that, we went drinking, and I remember drinking a glass of vodka flash, and I blacked out the whole night. Little did I know that this was an introduction into alcoholism for me, and a series of blackouts were going to come out, as I was known for cracking. So I went to USIU, and the party began, and we used to drink. And not everybody who I used to drink with went through what I've gone through. And that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to raise this awareness, especially, towards young guys, that there's a potential alcoholic amongst all of you enjoying. And you guys need to know this because it's all about genetic buildup. Okay? Alcohol reacts differently to some people. And we have just normalized the usage of alcohol rather than talking about its addictive capacity. So, thankfully, through my passion for exercise, I was able to balance between books and party. But each time I'd go to the drink, I would engage in the drink for a long period of time. Then I'd try sober up, which would take me a period of time. And to be honest, I was fortunate enough to finish from uni. I know guys who have not finished, because of these addictions. And even though I finished, that did not solve the problem. I still went on to lose jobs because I had a problem with alcohol. I wish that I had somebody to mentor me then, because mentorship is very important. Because as much as your folks would talk to you, you need somebody who can relate. And that's why I'm doing these videos. And I'm hoping to be able to stretch these discussions to universities so young guys can listen. For those who will, not all will, but for those who will. So the story about what happened after university is a story for another day. But I'd like to highlight one thing. God's grace is sufficient. God's grace is sufficient for anyone. Because if he saw me through, he can see you through. Number 2, mentorship. Guys, talk to guys. Stop pointing fingers at these young guys. They need somebody who can say, I understand what you're going through. Talk to these young guys. You might not change them and stop trying to, but you might deposit a seed that will help one day. Let's stop pointing fingers at them because they need us to talk to them because we have been there and we have seen it. All right? I've lost people along the way. Recently, I posted about my cousin who passed, Josh, who were tight. May he rest in peace. Let's talk about this. Let's normalize these discussions. Let's talk about mental disorders. Let's talk about addictions. Let's normalize these discussions. I thank you so much for following my episodes. I'll be reaching out soon to tell you about what happened post-university. I wish you all a blessed day. Cheers.